thought to myself, I had to lean and ask Diana if I really do like Sam. I wanted to be sure that I said it right. But Sam, thank you. I want to thank you and the others who got me into this, because I will tell you, I began kind of questioning what I was doing. But as the last 9 months have gone by, my passion has grown every single day for why this matters for the people of Allegheny County and why I'm standing in front of you today. It is imperative that we bring sanity back to Allegheny County. You know, you heard from others. Sean and Sam are running to be on council. Herb and Bob are running to be my partners. And of course, we can't have a safe county without Stephen as our DA. This is imperative that not Republican or Democrat, as Sam said, lead our county, but the middle lead our county. That we lead our county from a place where there is a view of doing the right thing by the people of Allegheny County, not to make Allegheny County a demonstration, or as my opponent says, a laboratory for progressive ideas. You've heard multiple times today about places which have experimented with their citizens to try to test far left ideas. They aren't working. We don't want them. What we want is practical solutions to the everyday problems that we have.
Amen.
Thank you. I didn't realize I was preaching, but I'll take it. But seriously, I mean, I'll just cover 3 things. This is about public safety. You just heard what Stephen had to say. His opponent doesn't offer public safety. His opponent offers a list of crimes that will not be prosecuted going forward. That is not in the best interest of any of us, right? My opponent has said, if she could, she'd close the county jail. Well, candidly, her predecessor closed the juvenile detention center, so arguably, if she wants to, she probably could do some real damage. Because she's also said she didn't want to open the juvenile detention center. That's going to happen before she gets in office, but it gives you an indication of how she thinks about crime. She's going to side with the criminals, as Stephen's opponent's going to side with the criminals. As Sam will get up here and give you examples of how the council is actually siding with the criminals. We need to side with the victims. We need to solve the problems, not perpetuate them, right? When someone gets arrested, they shouldn't get back on the street in less than 24 hours and be in the same neighborhood as the victim they took advantage of. How is that good for anyone? So it is about public safety. Secondly, it's about jobs. In every community that's losing jobs, inevitably it starts to fall apart from within. It doesn't have the resources to take care of those in the greatest need. You know, when I retired from PNC, I was very public about what I was going to do. I was going to go make a difference for the people around me. And without going through my resume, you could see I've been doing that my whole life, and there was a pathway to doing that, right? I would do good things for people around me. Sam and others convinced me that the best way to do good things for 1.25 million people in Allegheny County was to take this position, and that's why I'm standing here. But I will tell you, without jobs, inevitably the budgets start to decline, and the bad things start to build, like the crime, because you don't have the resources to take care of those in the greatest need. The vast majority of what the county budget is for is taking care of people in the greatest need. Without jobs, the budget will continue to drop. Even the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, in an article about the homeless, said, an area that has a declining economy inevitably provides less services to those who need it. We need jobs. We need jobs so we can take care of each other. We need jobs so that there's family wages and people can buy the houses and grow the economy and actually put more revenue in the county coffers. We need jobs for you, for your family, for your children and your grandchildren. And if we don't go attack the jobs opportunity that's in front of us right now, if we let the next 4 or 8 years go by, while every other part of the country is onshoring manufacturing jobs And my opponent is suggesting that industrialization is bad for Allegheny County. Someone might remind her we only exist because of industrialization. We were the manufacturing headquarters of the United States for most of the last century. It is time for us to get back to making things in Allegheny County, and I will lead us there. My last thing to touch on very quickly is taxes. So my opponent talks about all these great things she's going to do. By the way, if you really get to the bottom of them, none of them are really that great, but they all cost a lot of money. And at the end of the day, the county budget is about $1.1 billion of taxpayer money. There's another $2 billion that's state and federal money that comes through, but it comes through with mandates. It has something it has to be spent on. So every time my opponent says she's going to do X or she's going to do Y, what you have to think is one of two things are happening. We're either going to cut services somewhere we currently do them, or she's going to raise your taxes. She has said she will do a county-wide property reassessment. That is stealth, for she will raise your taxes. When I was a kid, a little bit of my background is we were very challenged. I used food stamps as a kid. We didn't have a car in my home for most of my youth. In fact, there were times we didn't have a television. But I can remember when the tax bill was coming due. The stress in that house just went up more and more as the month approached. And the reason was there wasn't excess money to pay it. And if the taxes went up, it wasn't as if the money coming in was going up to match it. It meant we had less to eat or less we could possibly do. That is the way the people of Allegheny County feel who are on fixed incomes. And if you raise their taxes through a county-wide property reassessment, you will be forcing people out of their homes. And I will not do that to the people of Allegheny County, because I didn't like when I saw what it was doing to my own father and mother. I will end with this. We can win this race. We can win the DA. We can win the controller and the treasurer. And we can win valuable seats on the council if people engage. But remember, 2/3 of our county are Democrat. So it requires you to engage the Democrats. Find the centrist Democrats and talk to them about the importance of this race. As I went around the room and talked to all the tables, I pointed out that this Thursday is our first debate for my position, but it incorporates all these others, because getting people out to vote who are centrist will vote for the other people I've mentioned. So my ask of all of you, talk to people who you know are on the fence. Have them sit and watch an hour of my opponent talk about how we're going to become a laboratory for progressive ideas, and me talking about reasonable, practical solutions to the problems we have in this county. We're going to do it this Thursday, we're going to do it next Thursday, and I believe it's the Thursday after that, but one of the days the following week. 3 hours, live opportunity to hear who is going to run this county and who's going to come with me to run this county. So spread the word, engage others, get them to pay attention, because if they pay attention, I honestly believe the vast majority of the people are centrist. They are people who believe in the middle, and again, they want practical solutions to run this county. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Joe.